depends if your camera's moving.
Rule sheet specifies a single...
Yeah, that's tough.
Welcome back to Recap It. Today we are going to recap a dark thriller episode from Black Mirror titled National Anthem, Season 1 Episode 1. Charlie Brooker's twisted allegory for the Twitter age, a political thriller in which the fictional Prime Minister Michael Callow faces a tremendous and unexpected quandary when Princess Susanna, a beloved member of the royal family, is kidnapped. But before we begin, please consider subscribing to this channel. Now without wasting any further time, let's begin, shall we? The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Michael Callow, is awakened to find that Princess Susanna, a valued member of the royal family, has been kidnapped. A video of Susanna is shown to the Prime Minister, in which she threatens to kill herself if Callow does not pay the ransom demand. The camera has halted at this moment, and his crew is confirming that this is the princess, who was abducted while returning from the wedding. The video keeps playing, and the demand is shocking. He must have lived sexual intercourse with a pig, broadcast on national television at 4 p.m. on every network that afternoon, with a list of technological criteria that make it impossible to fake. He initially mistook it for a joke, but his staff is positive that both the video and the demand are legitimate. Negotiation is impossible because the kidnappers leave no details or communication channels. Callow is passionately opposed to committing the horrific crime and requests a committed core squad to apprehend the kidnapper before the deadline. Callow further specifies that this should not extend beyond the confines of this room. At this point, he learns the final crucial detail: the ransom movie comes from YouTube, and despite only being online for 9 minutes, thousands of British people had already seen, downloaded, and replicated it. They did, however, tell the media not to go on the air and to issue a D notice right away. Despite the fact that national media initially agreed not to broadcast the story, it swiftly spreads to international news networks, which promptly report on it. Following suit, the British media cleaned crucial aspects. However, everyone is aware of the odd ransom demand. Alex Cairns, the Home Secretary, discreetly planned a contingency and told Special Agent Callan. He then meets Noel, an Emmy winner for his work in effects. The goal is to utilize CGI to make a porn star's head seem like Callow's, which should be a compelling image. Given the kidnapper's demands, Noel believes it will be a difficult task, but Callan has given him till 2 p.m. to complete it. Following the viral video of Susanna, the public seemed to be on Callow's side, advising him to refrain from performing the desired action. At the same time, wags on Twitter and YouTube mock Callow and his wife Jane, mocking the scenario. Jane was worried about what might happen and informed him that others were laughing at us and that it was already playing out in their brains. Requests that he swear that she will not be required to do anything. The Queen then calls him and says, "I believe you'll do all in your power to get her back." The scenario then turns to Agent Callan alerting Noel that our performer has arrived and he needs to get it done swiftly. However, when someone recognizes the porn actress and tweets about it, the kidnapper sends a severed finger and a video of Susanna to a news outlet. This one appears to depict him chopping off Susanna's finger to emphasize how serious he is and to deter future attempts to imitate the crime. Callow is enraged at Alex and calls her a knucklehead for thinking it will succeed. The popular opinion has swung against Callow at this point, with many advocating that he do it in order to save Princess Susanna. Meanwhile, his team discovered the original upload location for the YouTube video. As a result, Callow orders an emergency rescue operation on the building where Susanna is believed to be imprisoned. Meanwhile, a reporter named Malika calls the Prime Minister's office and requests information from government officials. He initially remained silent and disconnected, but after she sent a topless photo, he joined in and informed her the location of the raid. She then proceeded to that area and used her phone to live stream the top secret operation, revealing it to the rest of the world. It turns out that the structure was merely a ruse. During a mission, an armed team hears a disturbance and begins pursuing the reporter, believing it is the kidnapper. They fired a warning shot into her leg. When they realized it was the press, a cop jokingly shot her phone and said, "Here's your reward for being noisy." With the clock approaching 4 p.m. and no leads or indications as to Susanna's whereabouts. Regardless of what happens to Susanna, Callow attempts to resist to go through with it. Alex warns Callow that he will endanger his public image, but that he has no choice because his party and the royal family have given him orders to carry out. She warns Callow quietly, making it plain that if he refuses, neither he nor his family would be spared the consequences. She also notifies you that the broadcast arrangements have been made and that you are no longer in control of the situation. Callow is defeated and concedes grudgingly. Nobody is out on the streets, and many people have gathered in offices and pubs to watch the event unfold, as a TV presenter discloses what is about to happen and a nausea-inducing noise is played in a vain attempt to deter viewers. At midnight, Alex notifies Callow that possessing a recording would be unlawful. He is handed powerful pills and advice before entering the room. "I pray this will bring the safe return of our Princess Susanna," Callow said when he spotted the pig and requested the camera crew to focus on his face. "I love my wife," he says next, before apologizing for what he's going to do. Callow has sex with the pig in front of a live global audience, who, despite their empathy and contempt, are driven to witness history. He is in excruciating pain as he tries for more than an hour to reach climax. Meanwhile, Princess Susanna is uninjured and released on the Millennium Bridge in London. The kidnapper's finger was sent to the news station, and he died by suicide during the show. She was released 30 minutes before the incident and went unnoticed since everyone was preoccupied with the program. Alex knew it was a statement and ordered that no one, including the Prime Minister, be informed of the early release. Callow, who is vomiting after his adventure, is subsequently informed that the princess is safe and unhurt. When Jane calls him, he ignores her and starts crying. Callow's political image is better than undamaged a year after the incident, with stronger popular approval as a result of his willingness to sacrifice his dignity. Princess Susanna has made a full recovery from her abduction and is expecting a child. It has been revealed that Carlton Bloom, a former Turner Prize winner, planned the events with the intention of making an artistic point by displaying significant events that went unnoticed by the public and government because they were elsewhere, watching screens and not paying attention to the real world. Callow, on the other hand, begs his wife to speak to him behind closed doors as she walks away silently. And this is where episode comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, until next time.